As expected, I haven't yet bought a camera, a phone holder. So I have to use props to hold the phone up. So welcome to Thursday evening stream. I do these streams about twice a week, usually Thursday. My throat feels dry. Thursday evening. At 8:30 p.m. and I do them on Sunday morning, 10:30 a.m. So one morning and one evening stream. And you can join for free. There's no charge. Okay. What, you don't put it? You can install there. So yeah, I do these streams Thursday and Sunday. Sunday, half past. Did I say that already? 10 a.m. And you watch on YouTube, and you can ask questions during the stream through Skype. So friend me on Skype, and my Skype is rebekahmaroon, and then you can message me or call me on Skype. And that's basically it. It's really simple and easy. Hi, Ramona. So yeah, that's the way it works. I tend to sit for a bit and the introduction happens, and then you can ask questions. Josh is singing on the toilet. I can hear him singing. Ooh. So if somebody asked what these streams are about, what I talk about, I wouldn't have a clue how to answer. Because 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 what I talk about is everything. And so it's hard to pinpoint a specific thing that I'm talking about, or that I talk about. And so if I was asked that question, I could only really answer with my heart. But if that questioner, that that's asking the question, is heavily identified with the mind, the thinking mind, with thoughts, ideas, then it wouldn't be very satisfied with the answer. Because it wouldn't give it a thing, something to hold in the mind. So what I talk about can't be an answer. A thing can't be an idea. All our ideas and things and thoughts are not what I'm pointing to. Everything the mind knows about this subject isn't what is being spoken about. So it's an impossibility for the mind or the thought to know this, to understand this. All it can know and understand are ideas, concepts, thoughts. All it can mull over are ideas, concepts, thoughts. All it can try to work out are ideas, concepts, thoughts. All it can argue about are ideas, concepts, thoughts. All it can think it has can only be an idea, a concept, a thought. Whatever story it's telling can only be that, a story, an idea, a concept, a thought. So how can what is being spoken about ever really be spoken about? In terms of speaking about it, it can only be an idea, a concept, a thought. Language is that. It's ideas. Abstractions. A way to communicate something. But there can't be reality. Thoughts can't be reality. But there's something else that's being communicated. So even though there's language and ideas and concepts and thoughts, something else is being communicated. And the mind says, where is it? How? How can I have that? What is it as a thing? But that's the mind. A bit painful. There's nothing wrong with the thinking mind, with thoughts and ideas. It's part of what humans have. Brain. This ability for abstraction. But there's something else. Which isn't a thing. And yet appears as the things, appears as the abstractions, appears as everything, appears as this voice, appears as these hands, appears as the camera, the table, the space, the light, feeling, the feet wiggling, breathing, everything, ideas. And that thing isn't a thing. This is where freedom lies. In the discovery of what this is. The discovery of what this is. This isn't somebody experiencing this. This isn't something experiencing this. This is. This is. There was never someone writing in what happened. There was never someone observing or creating what was happening. That was only an idea. That is only an idea. The experience is, the direct experience is that this is happening. And only the idea says someone, some being is creating this. That's an idea. That isn't the direct experience. This is happening. These words are being spoken. Breathing is happening. Bum on floor is happening. These noises are happening. Only the mind, the thoughts say, oh, that's the children making a noise. That's you on the seat or on the floor. And there's such a strong identification with the mind, with the stories of the mind, with the ideas of the mind being true and being the way it is. And this is the dream that happens to humans. This is the suffering that happens to humans. That they exist as someone, and this is happening to them. And it's all taken on. The human's taken on. Oh, this human is me, this character is me. Rather than it just being a character appearing. Just a character, crazy character appearing. This is the resting place you've been longing for, looking for in time, looking for in the future. It's right here. Appearing as everything that's appearing. I feel hungry. I don't know why. Why do I feel hungry at 9 o'clock? Okay, so we'll take some questions if there's any. Hi, Monica. I would like to ask you about the concept of free will and predestination. Free will, predestination. Could you talk about this subject? Well, the idea of free will seems totally linked to the idea of there is someone separate. It's so linked to that sense of an independent person. And therefore that independent person has free will. It can choose to do this or do that, not do this or to do that. It has that option. Now, as a human, anyway, there is seemingly a choice. You can choose to go to bed or stay up. You can choose to eat this or eat that. There seems to be a choice. But the point is that choice that's made isn't made by a someone. That choice of eating a hamburger over eating a pizza isn't made by someone. But when you're separate, it feels as if you're the one responsible for that thought, for that decision. But it's simply just appearing, a choice of pizza or hamburger, and then there's a choice. There's an impulse, a feeling to say, yeah, I'll have this one. So there is choice that appears, but the point is, it isn't somebody's choice. It's not appearing to someone to then choose. It's just an appearance that happens. A choosing that happens. It's not personal. And then predestination, again, it links to time. So it's like someone's written a script of what will already happen. And that could only, again, be an idea. That someone's written a script of what will happen. Whereas that's not the experience. The experience is, this is chosen. This is chosen. This has happened. That's the only experience we have of what actually happens. The rest of it's all thought, ideas. It's all part of that dream. That there is something else other than what's happening. That there is a future, mapped out or not mapped out. That there is a future other than what's happening. It's that dream of time. Which can only be thought. And so it has to be seen that thoughts aren't true. That thoughts aren't a reality. They aren't talking about truth or a reality. They're just thoughts appearing, pictures appearing. Oh. Hi, Kasaba. I was gonna say your first name on here. That's not right. It's Kasaba. Hi, Kasaba. I'll just talk to Monica and then I'll read your question. Would you say that everything is supposed to be predestined? Predestined. I mean, if we don't have choice, then everything is happening the way it's supposed to be. It isn't that you don't have choice. That isn't the point. That you don't have choice. Choice does appear. It's more like who's the one who feels they're choosing between the two options. Choice appears, but the point is it's not appearing to someone. I'm not saying you don't have choice. I'm saying there is no one who could have it or not have it. Assuming a choice appears, do this, don't do this. And it's just made, it just happens. Maybe there's thoughts around it, weighing up the pros to doing it or not doing it. And the choice is made. And the movement happens. There isn't someone to have it or not have it. This is just the way life appears. If you're trying to understand it as a person on the mental level, it'll be confusing. You're trying to get it right in the mental level, and it won't work in the mental level. One minute you'll get it, then you won't get it. You're confused again, and you can't sort it out in the mental level. It happens right here. Experience is right here. The answers are right here. Look and see what happens when a choice appears. It's just a movement towards water over squash or whatever. It just happens. How are you picking water over squash? It just happens. Yeah, it will drive you crazy. The mind's trying to solve something it can't solve until it implodes. It can't get it. It can't get this. Thank you, Monica. Yeah. Hi, Cassava. There is no person. Everything is just happening. Okay, but why is it unconditional love? Why is it unconditional love? I'm just ahead. Is this too high or too low? I think it's too low. No, too high. Now I'm head and neck and shoulders. Why is it unconditional love? Good question. Why is it unconditional love? Because, like I don't know. Why is it? Because it's happening. Because it's happening. It is. Without rhyme or reason. This is appearing, it's happening, and it's free. Totally free to be everything. Why is that love? Because it's not happening to someone. It's unconditional love because it's what you are. This is what you are. You are this. You are everything that's happening. That's what it's unconditional love. It's you. It's you. There's nothing but you. And you're playing as everything. You're nothing, you don't exist, and yet you are all existence. You are everything that's appearing. Why is that love? Because it is. Because it is. Because it is. It just is. I don't know. It just is. Because what you've longed for, this longing has been, it's everything that's already happening, it's everything that's already in existence, and it isn't in existence. What you've longed for as a separate person, this dream of someone, what's been longed for is this. And it's here, it's everything that already is. That's love. It's unconditional love. It was never lost, it never left. It's this joy of being. This joy of isness. This joy of everything. This joy of the human. So to answer your question, I have no idea why it is. It just is. It just is. Thank you, Cassava. Does the sense of me, hi Brian, does the sense of me, the personal experience, have to be seen as really just an appearance in the totally impersonal? Does the sense of me have to be seen as really just an appearance in the totally impersonal? It doesn't have to be seen. I don't know what that means. Does the sense of me have to be seen as really just an appearance in the totally impersonal? That happens. That happens. It's seen that the sense of me is an appearance appearing, and it isn't the experiencer. It's just an appearance, a form appearing. But that, I wouldn't say that is liberation, or that's wholeness. I wouldn't call that wholeness. That's to me seems more mental, like a mental part of this. Mental. What would you call it? A mental seeing or something. But yeah, that happens. And it is totally impersonal. I mean, feel free to add more if you're not happy with my response. I don't know. It has to be like a... What happens is like a swallowing of something. Like an end of something. So it isn't a seeing of something. That's part of the awakening, the mental awakening. But it becomes an energetical removal of something. That's enough. I love your laughter. Thank you, Ryan. It's definitely part of it. Yeah. But if the mind is still involved in this, if the mind still knows something or sees something or has something, then it hasn't been eaten yet. It hasn't been swallowed yet. I really can't describe this. That's one. what I want to do. I want to do something. It doesn't need describing. It's not words and language and thoughts. It is, it is, it is, it is, it is. But this is yours. This is yours. It's what you are. Don't listen to the mind saying, oh, she has it, I haven't got it. When do I get it? That's the mind. That's thoughts. It's not true. It's not true. This is what this is already. The idea of she has it, I don't. It's not true. This is what you are. Not you as an imagined separate entity. But nothing. But all there is. How can it not be this? Oh, thank you, Brian. Okay. So thank you for joining the stream, and I am back on Sunday. Yes, at 10:30 AM. So, thank you everyone. Okay, see you Sunday. Bye.